like today. I literally think the funniest thing ever is people watching me vlog and they're looking like, what the hell? But like, whole time, mind your business. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. This is where the chicken reside, where the chicken reside, where the chicken reside, where the chicken reside, where the chicken reside. You know what? I think that's like my least favorite thing about cooking is like the stuff be raw in that pan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I should become a vegetarian because the meat aisle is very, like, it has a very wide selection, and it must have taken a lot of chickens to kill in order to get this much meat. I really don't mind becoming a vegetarian because meat be tasting a little bit too much like meat. You feel me? Like, I don't understand why I'm biting into my burger and it tastes like a cow.
If it ain't grace, we ain't gonna got no taste. Grace, you all in my face.
Ooh, somebody stole an egg. How you come to the store and steal an egg? Oh my gosh. No way. Whoever said to get rid of the bags, you're crazy. Welcome back to my channel. It's Olivia Sade, and I'm here with...
Well, Professor.
And today we're making...
Stewed chicken with rice and peas.
Okay.
And corn. Because we're not having a plan.
So, as y'all know, my father is Jamaican. And when I say Jamaican, I'm not talking like me, like how you from America, but you say you Jamaican. He's like really from Jamaica. And so we're making a meal. He's gonna teach me how to make stewed chicken, rice, and peas. So welcome to our tutorial where we show you how to make this beautiful meal. All right. Always wash your hands before you cook, because coronavirus is very real and it's contagious. And if you sneeze on your hands and you itch your butt and you touch the food, you're gonna have a problem. All right.
So we put the pot of water on, more fire, we blaze it. You see the fire blazing. We put next on in the pot, we put salt. We don't measure, we just look and throw. That's it, salt. Let that boil for a few. Next stop is the peas. Once the water starts boiling, red hot, we put the peas in, we let it do its thing. Alright.
Alright.
Secondly, while that is going on, we're going to prep our seasoning. We're gonna start with these first. We're gonna wash them and cut them up, put them to the side. More fire. And the trick to cutting up onion without it burning your eyes, while you peel the onion, wash it in cold water and it won't burn your eyes.
I'm actually very afraid of cutting things this way because I feel like I could just cut off my fingers at any point. So I actually like to lay it flat and just chop it up that way because I don't think it really matters. Does it matter, Dad?
No, it don't.
Okay.
But sometimes if you want to make it matter for presentation.
Okay.
So now that the water are boiling, you can see the bubbles. We'll just add the peas. So as you can see, the trick to this is you notice how the peas go all the way to the bottom, which means the peas is not cooked, nothing. The peas will rise once it start cook. and it take a long while for the peas to cook, so you have to constantly test it when they all rise. If you can test it and squeeze it through, it finish, you can add the rice. But for now, we're gonna make it do its own thing. Alright? So we have our seasoning that we're going to add to the chicken. This is grace, goes inside the peas, give it a nice smooth flavor taste. Chicken seasoning, because the chicken we are deal with, if it ain't grace, it won't have no taste. I need that to be an ambassador for them, because them have the money. I have the all-purpose. Basically, this one is a mixture of all seasoning one for chicken, so you don't have to use a whole bunch of seasoning. This is good, it's all-purpose. Next, you everybody have the adobe and them things and the goya. This have to be in there. Then we have some slap your mother. Yeah, you already know. Some of this in there and this one as well. You know the red top and the blue top, it's different, it's not the same. Boom. Good butter bean. Yes. So all of these is going to go inside the chicken. Next step, we are going to wash the chicken, cut it up, and then work the magic. We are going to wash it off. Get your hands in there, you know, cut it up. It's already cut up, so we don't have to cut up, we just have to rinse, nice, warm water, you know, drain, you know. Something smells good over there, man.
It's these beautifully cut vegetables.
We season and we taste. When you taste the raw seasoning, because you're gonna cook it, you actually know what it's going to taste like. So if it needs more seasoning, you just add it. And if it has too much seasoning, you just add a little bit of water to the mix to kill it, bring it down. You know what I mean? Okay. So for right now, I can tell you what the chicken is gonna taste like.
So you just lick your finger?
Yes, small lick. Try the same thing too, man.
Nah.
Put a finger in there and taste it.
Nah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
No.
After the chicken has been sitting around for about half an hour, we get the chicken, the oil is hot. Then we're gonna add the chicken to the oil. Let's go over here. So we want to turn on the fan because you know we don't like smoke. Just add it to it. We're gonna do 4 pieces at a time. Alright? As you can see, the peas start rise because it starts cooking process. So we're just gonna stir it a little bit. You know? Still hard because it takes long to cook. Alright? The chicken is going to finish cooking before the peas is even finished. Even though the peas started first. Great. What one thing you would say to a person who wants to learn cooking?
Watch my YouTube channel because we cook on here. The worst part about cooking, to me, is when it pop. It goes pop, pop. And it makes you just wanna, you know, it's like that. It's like the food is fighting you, but you don't wanna fight the food too much. So then, pop. What's your chef name? Oh! What's your chef name?
War Chef.
War Chef. My chef name is Miss Cook-A-Lot.
Cook a lot.
Cook a lot.
Cook a lot.
Hey, bring it.
Normally, if we're doing chicken with the bones and stuff, we will let it cook a little longer to be more brown. But this technique, we're gonna add the browning in it last. So it doesn't really need to fry all that. So boom, we put in the last brown, juicy, and yes, you can add it back with the ones that's finished because it's cooking and the heat kill whatever bacteria, you know, we're gonna eat all of this. Good to go, shizzle. Almost finished. So, yes, that's the first part. Then we go, turn on the oil. Now we're going to add the delicious seasonings. So we're gonna just throw them in here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Let it simmer down. And did the onions burn your eyes?
No, they did not.
Alright, so we're just gonna let this cook down for at least 5 minutes. All of this nice stuff is going to cook down for 5 minutes. Just wait. I'm getting the first plate. Oh my God. This right here, I live for this, man. Yo, Chef Ramsay Batman. You don't have nothing for me, brother. Me, are the body chef out there, Chef Ramsay, my youth. You cannot cook this. You cannot cook this. So this is ready. I can tell. I'm poking it. And just the fact that it looks cooked. So what we do next is we add all of the chicken. Then we just let it. We just mix it up in there. You know, mix it up in there. See that? Mix it all up in there. Right now, we're going for the stew process. All right, we're going for the stew process. So boom, that's the stew process. And we're gonna let this cook down a little bit while we prepare the actual brown stew, because this is brown stew. So we're gonna prepare the brown stew while this is cooking down. Look at that. So for the brown stew, all you need, ketchup. And we don't waste anything. So what we do, last drop to the last drop. All right? Don't steal this recipe. We Jamaicans normally use brown sugar, but we're in America, so we adapt. The final ingredient, the brown stew. So we normally lose like 2 spoons of this, but I'm gonna treat it like when I'm drinking. Oh, the top's still on. So we're just gonna remove the top a little and just pour it, you know? And there we go. Now, we just mix it in, and we're gonna toss it in our chicken and stir it. And when that chicken comes out, some of y'all was saying, but why the chicken don't look brown? Get our spoon. Stir it all up in there. You see that?
It says to shake well.
You see that? Do y'all see this? Looks black, don't it? Yeah, brown stew. Just mix it in there. That, my friend, is your brown stew. Chicken on deck. All you have to do is let this cook down now. See that color? That's exactly what we was going for. Alright? Let it cook down. What we're gonna do now is add the butter bead to the chicken gravy to give it that rich thickness. Moisture. Come with me. Voila. Just dip it in there. Just toss it off in there. And bowl. Stir it all up. Stir it all up. Ooh, look at that richness. Look at that thick gravy. Then you can taste it to see what it's gonna taste like. Oh my God. Oh. After an hour and a half, the peas is still struggling. Over here, we have the corn. So all we have to do with the corn is add the butter and we're done.
Now, as y'all can see, I'm hot. And I probably should have ate before this video. Jamaicans be lying when they say the food is coming, they be lying. Dylan.
I'm feeling great because I know it's gonna come out good. You know, rice and peas, brown stew chicken, and some corn on the side. I know Chef Ramsay's watching, but if you try to steal this recipe, we're gonna have problems. If it ain't grace, it ain't got no taste. Coconut cream, we're gonna add it to the peas to give it that nice creamy flavor. So what we do, you take it out. Normally it's cold and all that, but we had it sitting out. So we're just gonna squeeze some in the pot. Here we go, kids. So we're just gonna throw off some in there. About that much. Coconut cream. Oh, let it sit in there. The rest, we're gonna put back in the refrigerator. But for now, I'm gonna show you what this does. Let it sit in there, stir it up, stir it up. So now we can actually test to see how long the peas has. Now, if we can actually break the peas, it's cooking. See? It's cooking, it's breakable. Before, it was so hard, I thought it was life. Next step, the rice. And we're finished. Ooh, take a look now at the chicken. Ooh, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. You could just smell it. The seasoning is cooked. The tomatoes, everything is cooked. It's ready, but it's waiting on the rice. And there we go. All right.
Weren't you just Jamaican an hour ago?
Yeah, man, nothing change, you know what I'm saying? This is just me, but just a talk English to make people understand, say, yo, this is what's going on. But if you don't understand, but just switch it back to, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like that, you know? But in other words, I hate that. Throwing away the rice.
A good hack for rice water is to use it in your hair for the best growth in your hair. So,
Who told you that? Shut up, though. So now, if you look, the peas It's mashing. So what we're gonna do now is add the rice. And we don't waste nothing. It's all gonna get in there.
On my hair.
So all we do now is just wait for it. So this here is rice and peas. One more ingredient. It's called the thyme. We wash it, and for some extra seasoning to the rice, just sitting in there, and boom, there we go. We just cover this and let it cook for a good 20 minutes or less.
Okay.
There you have it. We'll be back.
What was the toughest part of this meal?
The peas, of course, takes a while, you know. Some people, they soak it overnight to let it cook down a little bit, but we did everything today. So of course, the peas. But the peas is getting riced right now. More fire flame. So we almost there. The rice is basically finished right now. You can tell, look at that. Once this is done cook, the rice, look at that, look at that, look at that moisture. Nice and soft, that's the moisture we was going for. Done deal. Oh my God, see that? That could feed Africa. All right, so we got our rice, we got our corn, and we got our chicken. We ready for a taste test. If you were to cook this yourself, what would you do first?
The first thing I would do is boil the water and put the peas on the stove on high, right? Because it takes a long time to make that.
What have you learned from this cooking experience?
It takes a really long time to make the peas that go in the rice. So you should start it about an hour before everything else, just so it's ready.
This was a very good experience, you know, cooking with my daughter, showing her how it's done. Because I know one day I'm gonna say, Olivia, I'm coming over your house. And she's gonna prep the same thing for me. How was cooking with your father?
It's so fun because really, he does a lot of the work. I just take notes in my head and observe, and it smells really good in here. So cooking with my dad is great bonding. I love my dad.